Hi Soul Family, happy Father's Day. This reading will be for my Divine Masculines. A happy Father's Day. I hope you're having a great day. This is for those Divine Masculines who take care of their children, other people's children. You teach children, you coach children, right? Loving care and respectful of children, right? All right, so today is also a new moon, right? So we want to make sure, if we want new things, right, that we're manifesting new things. New career opportunities, new skill sets, new jobs, new hobbies that turn into legacies, right? New relationships, right? New friendships based on honesty, trust, and respect. New homes, new condos, new apartments, new automobiles, everything and anything that we want new, right? Setting our intentions, making sure we're clear, and of course, having the attitude of gratitude when those manifestation comes to fruition, right? All right. Of course, this will not resonate with everyone because it's a general reading, right? I'm going to do something a little different. And I know for all my Divine Masculine readings, I always use the Gods and Titans deck. But today I want to do something a little different. So I want you to pick 1, 2, or 3. So you're either going to pick what's behind door number 1, door number 2, or door number 3. So I'll give you all a second. Door number 1. Door number 2, door number 3. Okay, starting with door number 1. Thor, action. Okay, so Thor was the god of protection, right? And he ruled over the thunder and the sky and agriculture. 3 things that Thor used was his hammer, Mjolnir, his belt, I can't recall the name of his belt, and also iron gloves, right? So of course he used his hammer whenever he needed to knock down obstacles. His belt as his strength to tighten up his boundaries and priorities, and of course his gloves, right? This is almost like handling things and touching things with kid gloves, right? Making sure that you kind of stay out of trouble in situations and knowing what to say and how to say things almost, right? All right, so for those of you who picked door number 2, we have Ra, the sun god, right? The god of power. This was the king of all gods. And the Egyptians believed that Ra was the creator of all things, right? He also was a powerful leader and was very physically powerful, right? And he was also the first known Sagittarius. So if you have Sagittarius in your natal chart, maybe you're a descendant of Ra, right? And he also was known to inspire the Egyptians to build temples and great cathedrals and also the pyramids, right? So this is Ra. And behind door number 3, you have Odin, guidance. Now, Odin was the god, of course, of guidance, right? And many warriors came to Odin during times of war and struggles, and he gave advice. And he also was the god who handed out special gifts, right? He also was known for the god of poetry, dealing with the dead, and also he was very esoterical, right? He was the god of magic. And of course, out of his 3 sons, one of them was Thor, right? And he also was a lover of many women. It is said that all of his sons and children were by many different women, right? Okay. So now what I would like to move into is the tarot. And I'm just going to pull 2 cards for each god, right? And then I'll move the camera down so we can get more into the discussion. All right, so I've already set my intentions. I've already done my prayer off camera. Let's go ahead and get into the pre-shuffle. So I'm going to cut the deck 3 times, and each deck will be assigned to one god, right? And when I flip them over, the first card is going to deal with any present experiences or obstacles you're experiencing, and the possible solution or something that you can lean towards as far as helping you solve the problem. Okay, so I'm going to bring you on down now. Thor, your possible experience or obstacle. The Eight of Pentacles. And your solution. Oh, the Lovers in reverse. Ra, your present situation or obstacles or problem. The Six of Wands in the reverse. And your possible solution. The Moon. And Odin, your possible obstacles or issues. The Page of Cups. And your possible solution. The Magician. Okay. So, we know what the Eight of Pentacles for those of you who picked Thor as your number one choice. Well, the Eight of Pentacles is enjoying the fruits of your labor, right? Or at least trying to enjoy the fruits of your labor. And we know with this pandemic that there's been a lot of struggles and a lot of obstacles, and even trying to get into work and getting work done, and just learning to lean on the pentacles that you do have saved up, right? And putting some away for a rainy day also, which is, I'm hoping that's what some of you have done, right? Because as you can see, this Egyptian, well, he has pentacles that he's still growing, and pentacles that he's actually picked and he's actually storing away for a rainy day. So that could be an obstacle that you weren't ready for the pandemic, right? And learning from past mistakes and understanding that you need to have something to put away for a rainy day, right? Overcoming this, you have the Lovers. Wow, in the reverse. Now in the upright, the Lovers can actually be a choice between two or more things, right? It could be a choice between career and relationship, or two different careers that you have a passion for, right? And just overall making a choice. And in the reverse, this is sometimes not making that choice, right? This is sometimes accepting being normal or accepting average, right? Just overall a strain in the way that you do business and not really enjoying the work that you do. But during this pandemic, this is definitely the time to look at your skill sets, right? And look at the things that you've acquired over your lifetime, whether it's your life experiences, your work experiences, your skill sets, and having the determination that you are going to make it through this pandemic and any and everything that comes your way, right? Understanding that even if you were unprepared this time, that will never ever happen again, right? Moving on to option number 2, Ra. Six of Wands in the reverse. Now, the Six of Wands in the upright, well, that's victory, right? That's even having all your ducks in a row, right? That's being prepared mentally and even financially. And once again, sitting back on your throne and enjoying the fruits of your labor. But in the reverse, this is not having victory, right? This is even some type of loss, and even falling from your throne, right? Even losing a position and feeling shame in that situation, in that circumstance, right? In comes the Moon. And in the upright, the Moon, well, it's just that. It's secrets, and it's things that are sometimes hidden from us, whether it's money that's hidden from us, whether it's bonuses that are hidden from us, whether it's things that could propel us on our next life path that are being hidden from us. But eventually with the Moon comes the sun, and all will be illuminated, right? Having the faith and the understanding that, yes, you may have been impacted, whether your finances or a relationship or your business, but knowing that all things will be illuminated and you will be back on your feet. After this pandemic, during this pandemic, having the strength to push ahead, right? Just like Ra, and having the power and the leadership to understand who you are, right? And where you've been and where you're going, and never giving up on your goals and your dreams. And door number 3, which was Odin, guidance, the god of war and guidance. And you have the Knave of Chalices, right? Now, the Knave of Chalices is just like the Page of Cups. And we know with all pages, well, they bring in news, right? They bring in messages, and they bring in opportunities, and they bring in some types of new developments and new skill sets, and just overall imagination. And for some of you, you could be having a child, or maybe you recently had the birth of a child, right? So with this being in your experience or obstacle, maybe this could have even been an unplanned pregnancy, right? Maybe divine masculines, even someone purposely got pregnant on you. Your solution is the Magician, right? Having all the tools, the pentacles, the fire, the passion, the love, and the action to do what's needed, right? To give guidance in a situation and encouragement, right? To uplift yourself when you look around and there's no one to uplift you. And to keep dreaming in your dreams and writing down your goals and manifesting all the things that you believe you should have above and beyond, right? Not manifesting average on average things, right? But manifesting on great things. Seeing yourself building your home, seeing yourself in that luxury sports car, seeing yourself in your new business, or seeing yourself in that hobby or those skill sets that are going to create a legacy, right? For your family, for your children, and their future children, right? So my divine masculines, again, if you picked number 1, you received Thor, the god of protection, the god of action, the god of problem solving. And this is what many of you have to deal with during this pandemic, right? To keep moving forward, to keep solving problems, to keep believing in yourself, to keep coming up with ideas so that you don't go hungry and your family don't go hungry, right? And understanding that you can use your hammer to knock down obstacles, and the belt of Thor to tighten up your boundaries and keep those at bay who don't serve their purpose, who don't want the best for you. And putting on those iron gloves to handle situation with kid gloves, as they say, right? Making sure you stay out of gossip, making sure you stay out of mess, and learning to keep your vibration very high. And if you chose Ra, the first known Sagittarius, the sun god, the power god, who was of power and leadership and physical power, just the king of all gods, knowing that the inspiration is within yourself, knowing that no one needs to pat you on your back because you know who you are, you know what you came from, you know what you have to deal with, right? You know the obstacles that you've climbed and the adversity that you've achieved, and understanding your power lies in your strength, the strength of believing in yourself, the strength of being able to manifest anything for yourself, and having the willpower to continue inspiring yourself and others around you. And being a leader, this is also being a business leader, right? Having your own company and inspiring, motivating, and leading others. And if you choose number 3, Odin. The god of guidance, of course, right? And poetry, romanticism, and lover of women, right? The ability to deal with the dead and magic, right? And some of you are so gifted and magical and spiritually enlightened that you must wake up, right? Because it is time for you to become leaders. It is time for you to encourage others. It is time for you to help within this war, right? Whether it's a pandemic, whether it's a spiritual war going on within the 5D, the 6D, or the 7D, you're being called to realize what is your blueprint and what were you brought down to this earth for, right? To give guidance, to give wisdom, to inspire. So my divine masculines, this is your reading for your special day. I hope that you all are having a great Father's Day. And we remember that Father's Day is not just for men who have children, but men who teach children, men who guide children, men who coach children, men who respect children, men who protect children, right? And if those of you that have children, giving quality time to your children, just not finances, but picking up the phone and saying hello so that they know your voice, right? Same timing them or FaceTiming them or whatever you do to put your face in front of them, right? So that they know who you are. And they can say, yes, my father might not have had a lot, or he might not have been able to do a lot financially, but he was there for me. I could pick up the phone and he would answer, or I know he would call me. And understanding that it's never too late to start something over. It's never too late to pick up the phone and engage with your children. So happy Father's Day. Thank you for tuning in to Saggy Soul. Please subscribe, like, share, and of course comment. And from one soul to another soul. I love you, soul family. Have a great Father's Day.